Hello, StarCraft fans! This is falconpaladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload, and today it is Cheese Compilation number 22. Starting off, the Cheese Compilation will be Zoboomafoo and Nobility on Acolyte, the latter edition. In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, it is the Red Protoss player Zoboomafoo, which, interesting bit of trivia, is the name of the lemur from the show. It's got the Crap Brothers, and they're about nature, and it's on PBS, or it was. Is it just called Zoboomafoo? I think the show just might be Zoboomafoo. Anyway, he was a puppet lemur. But pretty fun stuff, back from the childhood days. And in the top right-hand corner of the map, it is the Blue Zerg player, Nobility. Alright, so this is Cheese Compilation number 22, you guys. Can we believe we've gotten this far? I can. It's a really fun compilation. We do this every 2 weeks. It is just my focus on community cheese sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. My screeners go through all of them. All of them. They do. Let me know which ones are the best. As, for example, there's a cannon rush coming up here from Zoboomafoo. Now, this is not something where we only show cheese that wins. We want there to be some suspense here, so this could very well be a cheese that fails to this point, and that is something I think is important for this compilation. He actually can see this. Nobility is responding poorly to this cheese, you guys. Is he able? Yeah, he sees it, and he's bringing the drones out, but that cannon is just about done. Yeah, he's canceling. He cancels his hatch. Get out of there, drones. Good, actually decent. Only losing a single drone to that could have been a lot worse. Overlord forced to flee here too, but forcing a cancel on that was a huge win for the Protoss player. But before this goes any further, super big thanks to Jackson, super big thanks to Jonathan, and to Squeaks for getting through the replays sent over the last couple of weeks to me for the cheese and screening them and choosing which ones are best. They are successful for what you see here in the cheese compilation, and it makes me very happy. Happy to have people so willing to help out. Alright, so Nobility, alright, the response here is going to be what? He's got a spine crawler coming up in his main mineral line, which is an overreaction. There's no way this spine crawler will be used at all in the next 2 or 3 minutes, period, if at all, because check it out. Cybernetics Core is just, well, you know what? There's a gateway here. I'm a liar. I forgot about the gateway. I saw it. I just forgot. 3 kids, you guys. Corner boosting out a Zealot is a Zoboomafoo. So I think Lings and a Queen would be enough to handle this, but static defense, as long as you don't go crazy with it, as long as you don't see like 8 spine crawlers, I think I'm okay with it. I think I'm all right. But yeah, these 4 slow Lings and this Queen working together should be able to deal with this Zealot, no problem. But nope, not by yourselves, guys. There you go. Not by yourselves. Queen stabbing from distance, that's what you want. Queen DPS with Ling DPS is wonderful against both Zealots and Adepts. Making a robotics facility up here as Zoboomafoo. This is crazy. This is a crazy piece of cheese here. He is proxying all of his tech up here at the front, with the exception of the Cyber Core. That's okay. I can forgive him for that. Roachwarn on the way from Nobility. I think he's going to go Ravagers here. Going to try to break this with Ravager, which seems like a brilliant decision on his part. So pretty great cheese at the beginning here from Nobility, or Zoboomafoo rather. I wish Nobility had responded a little bit faster, right? Because he had the Overlord placed where he wanted to be placed, and he saw the cannon. He just didn't see the cannon until it was too late. And honestly, you guys, even the pros get cannon rushed, man. Who was it? I was casting with the Gauntlet Global Open number 19, twitch.tv/GauntletSC2 last Sunday, and dang it, was it Lozira who got cannon rushed? One of his games he got cannon rushed and just didn't bother scouting it. He lost his natural because there was a cannon right next to it, not visible to the morphing hatchery. He lost it and ended up losing the game as a direct result. So, I mean, even the pros, even those people who've been playing StarCraft for years and years at a very high level, fail to scout cannon rushes and can die to them. That's why you still see them today. They're just going to continue to be effective against people as long as you catch them unawares and unable to respond properly to what's going on. So a Zealot Immortal push here from Zoboomafoo. I kind of like it. The Zealots for the Lings, the Immortals for the Spine Crawlers, and the Queens to some extent. And then an Observer, just in case, I guess, there are lurkers? There aren't lurkers. Pro tip, there's no need for detection right now. All right, Zealots are here. Lings all die immediately. Wow, that wasn't even close. Immortal can maybe get some shots off and stay out of range of the Spine Crawler if you can. Don't engage with the spine. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad, actually. These queens and the spine holding pretty well. One more poke from that spine crawler. The zealot goes down. One zealot and immortal are forced to retreat. Immortal does have 4 kills. But you want the immortal killing big stuff. Killing big ticket items like the spine crawler, like the queen. You don't want him shooting at lings. That's not what you want. That's what the zealots are for. This could take quite a bit of micro to pull that off. But man, this one base attack from Zoboomafoo is so terrifying. So terrifying for the Zerg player. What's he doing? He's got 5 overlords on the way. He's supply blocked and overcompensating for that a little bit. Oh, he's speed drop lording out of here with the drop lord. He unloads his lings out of his natural base, his new natural base, which again is Acolyte, so there's a safe place to expand even if you lose this one out here in the open. And the lings are coming across. Now this is where, okay, there is a wall off from Zoboomafoo. Dude, just get a cannon up. Just one cannon. You have to know this is a possibility. Oh, it doesn't matter. There's another drop lord waiting for those lings down here in the bottom left-hand corner. They're going to load up. And here we go. Oh boy, but the immortals. 3 immortals now and a single zealot. That spine crawler dies almost instantly to these 3 immortals. Roaches are out. Roaches are not what you want against immortals. You'll notice they are dying very quickly. Oh man, you're not going to attack me, says Zoboomafoo. I'm going to take down your main base. I'm going to force you to engage right now. These roaches, man. Oh, roach explosions. 3 kills, 6 kills, 2 kills. Immortals paying for themselves, and then some. Thus far, another immortal joining the party. Cannon on the low ground. Zealot in here too. Ton of speedlings from Nobility. I like that. You're going to overmake immortals? I'm just going to go mass speedling. See how that does. But guess what's going on down here? There are lings inside your main base. Zoboomafoo! Get out of the probes are not running. He's too focused on the front right now where he's losing his immortals because they're getting surrounded by lings. I mean, wow, is he going to keep them all alive? Wow, all his immortals are alive. Oop, just kidding. One died there to these queens. So it's queen versus immortal. Immortals don't do bonus damage versus queens because they're not armored, but they still hit pretty hard. Regardless, 20 damage per shot is nothing to sneeze at. Lings rallying. They need to get involved in this attack, and they are. They're involved, but the main base by Zoboomafoo is shambles. He needs to win with what he has right now, or that's it. There's no coming back from this. There's no going home and macroing. You know what I mean? Pulls the wounded immortal back with 9 kills. I like that, but the lings, there are just too many of them, and that's it. Zoboomafoo is out. He rage quits, and Nobility is victorious. So even after losing his main base and dealing with some really heavy pressure of Immortal Zealot from Zoboomafoo, Nobility manages to hold it. Thanks in large part to these Zerglings that he airlifted to the outside of his contained bases and then to inside Zoboomafoo's base with the help of some drop lords. So excellent response, kept his cool, did Nobility. Again, Zoboomafoo, I think, overmade Immortals a little bit. I really think just a whole ton of Zealots might have been a little bit better in this situation. But that's it. Game 1 is over. We'll come back with more cheese in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation number 22. Second game will be between Doc Johnson and Mad Attack here on Mech Depot, the Ladder Edition. In the top right-hand corner of the map, rather, is the Red Zerg player, Mad Attack, with the Mohawk drones. Wow, that's hard to say with Mad Attack. And in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, it is the Blue Protoss player, Doc Johnson, from SNSD, which stands for apparently pretty Korean girls of some kind. I can't read that. It looks like English, though. Family something. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with that spinning logo? But it's another ZVP. Again, voted on by, let's see how many of the screeners chose this one. I want to say it's 2? No, 3. All 3 screeners chose this replay, you guys. Holy shamoly. All right, should be good. It's a Forge First out of Doc Johnson, so at the very least, we're going to see some cannons. And where are you going? Where are you going, Probe? Probe says, all right, Overlord is scouting the expansion location. So I'm going to hide up here on this ramp. Maybe cannon pop at the top here? Drone wants nothing. Nope, you're not allowed to hang out here, Probe. And throws up a pylon at the top of the ramp. And then 2 more. Get out of there, Probe. Walls off the top. We have not seen this in a while. Woo! Mad Attack pulling all the drones. Okay, not all the drones, but many of the drones. 9 of them, to be exact, to try to take down these pylons. Cannons on the low ground here, and I don't know about this. Sure, one of the pylons is down, but I think you might be wasting your time attacking these pylons, actually. These cannons should be your biggest problem. Another pylon on the high ground would be a big deal here, Doc Johnson, and that is another cannon. Spine crawler coming up, but I think it's too late. I think it is too late. Okay, cancel that cannon. It's under attack. Doesn't get the cancel. But another pylon here. Cannon is gonna save this one that's coming up. No, it's depowered. Oh, huge. Huge. This pylon doesn't cover it. I thought it did, and so did Doc Johnson. Oh, that might have been it. That might be it. For the Protoss player, that was huge. Oh, he didn't see it. Now the Spine Crawler's going to finish. Now there are Lings out for Mat Attack 2. Spine Crawler going to town. Oh, kills the probe. Probe body falls to the ground slowly and disintegrates into nothingness. Pylon, cannon versus Spine Crawler. Spine Crawler got some shots off first. Oh, that is such a weird angle of attack. Can you see that going up and over the cliff for the cannon? Either way, Spine Crawler wins. 2 kills on the Spine Crawler, but so much more important than that. So much more important than that one. All right, so this pylon wall is still annoying. Mat Attack still can't expand, but the proxy hatch by Mat Attack is the response inside the main base of Doc Johnson. Doc Johnson has an expansion coming up. Feels he is safe. Feels he has the Zerg player contained to some extent, even if that's not necessarily true. And he's expanding. Oh, Protoss player. I don't know about this. All right, well, proxy hatch is going to finish here fairly soon. There's no way Doc Johnson's going to check that corner of his base. It is so far away from anything. How did he get a drone up here? I wasn't paying attention. And apparently neither was Doc Johnson, but Mat Attack on top of it. Sends the drone. Is that the drone that got locked? I bet it was the drone that got locked out. I bet Doc Johnson threw the pylons up here. The drone got locked out of his own main base, and there was a cannon, so he couldn't expand, and he just plopped down a hatch over on the other side of the map. No big deal. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, Doc Johnson really doing nothing to indicate he knows what's going on. He is getting a single zealot. This hatch is going to finish. Now, the question is, when will Doc Johnson see the creep spread, right? That's usually how this works. There it is. Creep spread immediately visible at 4:17. Let's see how long it takes him to respond to what's going on here. That's actually a lot faster than I thought. Ugh, base is under attack. What? Oh, right. Are you still trying to make this thing happen, Doc Johnson? Apparently, but there's roaches out now, man. Come on, there's roaches. Let's see if we can get his camera. Do you see the pink? Do you see the pink in your main base? You're not supposed to have pink in your main base. You're supposed to have green. All green on this map. There it is. And what's he gonna do? He sees it, right? I don't know. He's walling off his front. Oh, Doc Johnson. Is this a case of screen blindness? I have this problem myself sometimes. And behold, roaches in your main. Yeah, I think somehow he did not see that creep until the roaches were actually actively attacking him. All right, pylon down. One more pylon to rule them all. This pylon is powering 3 gateways and a cybernetics core and a forge. And everything is now unpowered. Bloop. Doc Johnson's production is halted quite extensively. In fact, 100%. He can't build anything. All he can fight with are probes right now, which against a couple lings, 5 roaches, and a queen. I don't know about this. I guess there's a zealot mixed in too, but he's going to be the priority. And he is. Roaches getting surrounded, actually, by these probes. The probe's as good a situation as you can expect to be as a probe when you're fighting, but more roaches joining the party, and that's going to be it to turn the tide in favor of Team Zerg. Mat Attack wins the battle, loses a queen, loses a few roaches even. Look at this. Look at how well the probes did. Except for the fact there's only 1 remaining. So winning the fight but losing the war is, I believe, how they call that. Sure, if those roaches hadn't popped out, Doc Johnson might have cleaned it up, but he was down to 1 probe, and Mat Attack has 17. So 1 base to 1 base right now, and that's it. Doc Johnson with the rage quit. Oh, the cheeser gets cheesed in return and rage quits. That's something we see from time to time. From time to time. And that's going to be it for game number 2. Let's come back with more from the cheese compilation in just a second. More cheese will be brought to you by Pro Hoops versus A-Coo here on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. And in the top left-hand corner of the fishy map, we have the red Terran player who goes only by Pro Hoops. The NBA is back again, and all is right in the world. My Jazz are looking pretty good. My Utah Jazz with 0 star power. Probably the most famous player on their team is Rudy Gobert, who did finish, I think, second in the Defensive Player of the Year award last year to Draymond Green. Maybe Ricky Rubio is fairly famous too, but that's it, man. That is it. They probably have the best defense in the league, having held the Oklahoma City Thunder with 3 legitimate stars to under 90 points, or under 95 points, I want to say. I mean, they've just been killing people. Anyway, the Jazz are good this year with no star power. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Protoss player, A-Coo. Man, I really got off track there, didn't I? Super off track. Who else have they beat? They beat Denver, who is supposed to win the division, actually. Same division the Jazz are in. And they did lose to the Timberwolves in a very close game. Another really great team from the Northwest Division. It's a killer place to have to play this year for the Jazz. It makes me worry about their chances to get in the playoffs, but they keep playing elite defense and scoring enough and just moving the ball and playing unselfishly and doing all those things I know they can do. They should make the playoffs and make some noise. Yeah, go Jazz. Regardless, we have some cheese going on right now. Both players, just kind of nothing too crazy right now, except for the double gas from Pro Hoops and the 1 base in it. It's probably going to go Proxy Fac based on the placement of this, and it is Proxy Factory out of Pro Hoops in the 3rd base location, where A-Coo would expand in about 4 minutes. But for now, probably not going to scout that location, even though it is a good place for proxies. Terran do this a lot in TVP. So this might be another Protoss loss, you guys. I guarantee I do not tell my screeners to find me Protoss losses. If you're a Protoss player who cheeses and does it well, send them over. Send me your replays to falconpaladin@gmail.com. Catch the attention of my screeners. Make it entertaining and unique. And I will be happy. I'll be happy, and so will all y'all. Remember that cheese? It was like cheese compilation number 2 way back in the day, and somebody built a nexus in their opponent's base and then mass recalled to it. It was amazing. It was such an amazing moment, such an amazing example of incredible cheese, and I'd like to see more of that. More creativity. I know you can do it. I believe you have it in your heart. Starport coming up for Pro Hoops back home. The factory is building a tech lab, which I'm interested to see. I would have thought Proxy Cyclone or Widowmine or something. You're going to make a tank out of this thing? Pro Hoops, what's your plan, good sir? Regardless, this probe is very confused. There's no expansion for the Terran player, which should set off huge red warning lights and alarm bells in your head. It is a tank from Pro Hoops. All right, Proxy Tank. Should be good. Getting a Liberator too. Oh, Proxy Tank Liberator with some Marine support off this 1 baser from Pro Hoops. I like it. I like it quite a bit. I do. Mothership Core on the way from A-Coo. When in doubt, make a Mothership Core just for base defense. If you feel like you're under attack soon, you can feel it. You can feel it in your bones, even if you don't know that's what's going to happen. Mothership Core and pylons are the way to go. That Liberator's still not done. By golly, that's a long build time. 43 seconds is forever, you guys. Absolutely, positively, forever. Yeah, that's me trying to do like an Irish accent. Maybe more, less Scottish, more Irish. A mix of the two. With some Cockney in there as well. Basically all the accents in the United Kingdom combined. Oh, Americans, why do we embarrass ourselves so? I don't know. All right, so 2 tanks are up from Pro Hoops. Got a Liberator joining the party. Got some Marines hoofing it down here too. Got another Liberator. I like it. It's a mech proxy attack out of Pro Hoops. And A-Coo is not going to be ready for this at all. Does A-Coo have anything right now? He's got Stalkers on the way. Oh, he's got 4 Stalkers. Where are they? Oh, they're preparing for a drop is what they're doing. They're looking for something to come up this top way. But nope, walking right into your natural base. Dude, Liberator to that ramp. Liberator the ramp. All right, this works, I guess. Gonna take down this pylon. Your only line of defense. Ah, the main base is gone. Is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Here come the Stalkers, but that tank fire. Oh, the Liberator unliberated itself. Unsieged moded itself a little bit. Time Warp is up. But all that's here are just a Stalker, never mind, and a Mothership Core. The Marines should be able to handle this. Another Liberator joining the party. Tanks are here too, but the important thing, oh, the tank dies, but there's another tank again waiting to join, and it's going to join. Liberator right on the ramp. There you go. Double coverage on that ramp means that A-Coo can't get out with anything. And I'm going to lose this natural base, which is okay. You can afford to lose this natural base because it's one base to one base. The way the Terran player has this many forces this early is because he skipped his expansion. Skipped it. Probes in here trying to fight. Not a good place to be, guys. I'm sorry. Ugh, so many dead probes. Ugh, 13 dead probes. But guess who's still up in probes? A-Coo, but it doesn't matter. A-Coo with the GG, and A-Coo is defeated. ProHoops is victorious with his very aggressive proxy siege tank liberator push with marine support attack. Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't anything for A-Coo to do. The trick was to scout, right? The trick was to scout. The trick was to notice there wasn't an expansion, expect a one-base attack. Maybe don't expand. Maybe don't probe up as hard as he did. Make a bunch of zealots, make a bunch of stalkers, try to get some adepts. And might have been able to hold that thing, but just lack of information killed him. All right, more cheese coming from the Falcon Paladin in just a second. More cheese will be brought to you by Falcon Paladin, this time on Abyssal Reef between Youallnoob and Legacy. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Terran player, known only as Legacy. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is the Blue Protoss player, Youallnoob, with a Battlecruiser pilot spinning logo. That's exciting. Question mark, says Youallnoob. Good luck, have fun. Thank you. Ah, people being happy with the smiley, winky smiley face from Legacy. Enjoyable. All right, you guys. This was voted on by 2 of my screeners, and one of them called it a must cast. So no pressure. No pressure on these guys to give us a very entertaining, unique StarCraft 2 cheese replay. I can tell you that much. All right, let's see how we do this thing. Heading on down. Probe from Youallnoob. Likely going to be the cheeser. I mean, at this point, there's a gateway at home, so it's not a forge, but the double gas off of one base is an important tell that some proxy shenanigans are going to happen. Could this be a Protoss win? Oh, let's all hope and pray to the Protoss gods of Ire and Shakuris at the Kala. I should know more about how Protoss religious structures work, but anyway. Probe in here trying to kill this SCV building the barracks. SCV hides inside the barracks like a coward. Actually, it's fair because the other workers aren't vulnerable while they're building stuff. Right? Drones become the hatchery and the building. Probes can just build stuff and run off. There's really no other way. Ah, probe dies. Good micro there by Legacy. This is diamond level 2, I forgot to mention. Diamond level, according to what I saw on the loading screen, which again can be a giant liar, but pretty sure these dudes are both diamond because they both came up as diamond. That's how that works. Cybernetic score. Warping in from Youallnoob. What's it going to do after the Cyber Core is the question here, because it's not going to be proxy gateways with zealots. We would have seen that by now. One gate expand with Marines in production by Legacy. Nothing to one gate expand. One racks expand. Nothing too nuts there either. With one gas, he should be taking a second gas at some point. I guess maybe after the factory is done and his timing. Mule's being called down right on time here too. Yeah, this is diamond. This is diamond level replay. Double adept. Cyber Core is done, and this one base is really worrying me about Youallnoob. Come on, man. Do we have any proxies going on? Am I missing probes hiding out across the map? I don't think I am, but that is a Stargate. Okay, one Stargate, likely going to be for an Oracle. Nothing too nuts about that. Mothership Core out here, too. Could it be Mass? Ooh, Mass Oracle against Terran would be fun. It'd be real fun, but with the Marine count as high as it is, I don't know. I don't know about this. Also, Cyclone, pretty great. And I have to imagine that's what's going to come out of this factory. I don't know why. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. But I do. All right. Meanwhile, Terran player working on additional barracks. And really, so far, nothing too crazy about this, except for the fact that there's no expansion from Youallnoob. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what we're looking at here. Void Ray, pretty bad against Terran at this stage. Marines just murder Void Rays. It's not even close. Oracles can sort of kind of hold their own against Marines. Not very well. What the? There adept harass. Oh, there was adept harass. All right, missed it. Did you guys kill anyone while you were down there? One. Got one Marine dead. Gonna wait for those shields to recharge on them. And it's whoa, okay. All right, I'm interested. We're in Fleet Beacon. On the way from Youallnoob. Is he one base carrying with some adept support? All right, man. Let's see if you could do this. Are you fulfilling the legacy of Protoss? Adepts killing another Marine and then getting out of there with a psionic transfer. Well timed, actually, by Youallnoob. Tank set up. Again, the goal was to kill Marines. The lower the Marine count, when these carriers start coming, the better it is for Youallnoob. All right, man. Do you have enough for a carrier? No, not yet. It's 350, 250, and there it is. It's enough. Available supply? Barely. Barely enough supply. Oh, he just built what? More adepts. No, no, no. Why are you making more adepts? Legacy's not moving out. Okay, and then throwing down a Nexus over in Legacy's potential third base location. Youallnoob is confusing me mightily. Okay, Mothership. It's going to be Mothership instead of Carrier. All right, so Mothership Rush recalls herself to the Nexus over here on this side of the map. Oh, that tank is so close to scouting this. And then cloaks the units and comes in and wrecks. Is that the idea? Because there's no detection from Legacy. Not even an engineering bay to build a missile turret. Likely won't have enough energy for a scan by how well he's been using the energy to call down mules. There's one now, as a matter of fact. Where'd he call it down? Oh, he did extra supply. That's what that sound was, isn't it? It is. There's the extra supply. Huh. Good to know. Yeah, so that's it. That's a Nexus. He's going to recall himself down. He's going to attack with all the probes and all the adepts. It's a one base all-in with probe adept Mothership. All right. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. There's the recall. And let's do this thing. Let's go. Probe comes in to see what to see. And there's obviously a tank. Stay within. Stay within. And here comes the attack. Probes. Cloaked probes. Probes that go outside of the shield are getting murdered. Got to be a little bit more careful than that. But absolutely cloaked adepts. Adepts need to be focusing down these Marines. Is what they got to be doing here. Adepts sonic transferring over to where those units are. The Marines are all going to... Oh, some of the adepts are not in the cloak state. Keep cloaking them, Mothership. Zap. Zap. 5 kills on the Mothership. This is crazy. I love it. Natural bases basically forfeit. Oh, there is a missile turret now from Legacy. Did he just build that? He must have. He must have. But he's down to, as far as army goes, he's down to 2 Marines. Okay, 6 Marines and 2 Marauders. But that's it. Legacy taps out. And Youallnoob is victorious in 6 minutes and 57 seconds. There we go. There we go. Don't you see? I love it. I love it so much. Excellent. Creative, statistic, creative strategy. Pretty well executed. I think he could have done a little bit better with not losing stuff if he'd kept the Mothership actually cloaking stuff instead of running around like a crazy thing. But yeah, 6 kills on that Mothership. Legacy not really able to respond to this. Too many adepts for the Marines to do much. Obviously, the Vikings would have been a problem, but maybe he figured that was it. I don't know. He might have been able to stick around, but Protoss gets the win. That's all that matters. Okay, more cheese coming at you from Falcon Paladin in just a second. More diamond level cheese sent to Falcon Paladin at falconpaladin@gmail.com is up next. This one is between Nofi and Snicks on Ascension to Ire, the latter edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is the red Protoss player, Snicks. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Zerg player, Nofi. With a Superman spinning logo. Superman. Such a boring, or dumb hero. Take your pick. Because here's why. Superman's powers are enough that he could win every situation he ever finds himself in, period, if he uses his brain. He's got X-ray vision, he has super speed, he has flight, he has super strength, he has ice breath, he has laser. Did I mention the laser vision? already? I mean, he has all the powers you can ever think of, and to beat him requires him to be dumb. To have him not remember something that he can do, or just not take it into account. And I know he's kind of the origin of the modern modern day superhero, but just can't get behind him, man. It's boring, or he's dumb. There's really no in between. That's why Batman is so popular, because he's just a dude. He can die. Right? Batman can die. Batman can die to somebody with a baseball bat or a crowbar. Superman can't. And not that Batman will, but it's just that feeling that he could possibly die that makes him more compelling as a character, I think. Even though that he's ridiculously, stupidly wealthy, and none of us can really relate to that. Maybe some of us can. Maybe there's a super multimillionaire watching this right now and saying, oh, Falcon, if only you knew. If only you knew how much I relate to Batman. Snicks has thrown up a forward pylon here. He's got an expansion back home, so it's not a crazy one base, whatever he's trying to do. But the Overlord by Nofi scouts it pretty much as soon as it started coming down. Snicks doesn't care. Snicks has plans, yo. Cannon, cannon. Is he going to try to cannon off this whole front? And he's getting a gateway. Nofi, do you have a response to this? Kind of. He's bringing 4 drones down. This is a huge commitment from Snicks, you guys. Spine Crawler up, the natural base from Nofi, and the drones can't quite decide. Oh, the drones, did they get trapped? I don't know if they're... Oh, they're not trapped. That would have been hilarious had they been trapped. Yeah, the drones are trying to do stuff. They're going to get one of these cannons. There's a cancel on one, but then they have to retreat because one of the cannons is finished. That's it. One of the cannons is finished. And the way this is set up, it's really hard to get at this one cannon that exists. One of the probes does get picked off here at the front. But that's why Snicks brought 2. Snicks brought 2 of them. Trying to get some additional spine crawlers up here. Is Nofi. Lings and Queens want to take down something. This one cannon that's in range. And who wins? Ah, spine crawler wins the battle, but then is forced to retreat as another cannon comes up in range. Oh, it can hit this one too. Ah, what placements by Snicks. There is a bit of a counterattack of Zerglings here, but only 4 of them made it into the main base. Snicks says that's fine. That's fine. Got enough probes to handle that one, I can tell you that much. Lings are maybe going to try to take down this Nexus, but no. I don't know if there's enough probes to win unless the Zerglings are single-minded in their focus, and they are. Come on, guys. Fight for... Okay. I mean, they were told by the Overmind to suicide themselves, so they did. All right, Nofi, how do you do this? Maybe once speed is done, you can maybe run past these cannons and just base race it and probably win. That's a lot of Lings, and there's nothing back home for Snicks, man. He's got a cannon because he's invested so much at the front. And the problem is you can't push because there's creep. You can't build stuff on creep, which is why cannon rushing a Zerg who already has established bases is questionable. Questionable at best is how I would describe that. Dun, 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 dun. This is some of my favorite music from StarCraft. It's very intense. Got some choral overtones in there too. Love it. Ooh, transfusing the spine crawler so it heals a little bit faster. For Nofi, what is your answer, dude? Roaches, probably Ravager, Speedlings, maybe a Nidus would be good. But it's 32 to 16 Harvesters. Snicks is killing Nofi in economy right now. This is where Nofi needs to make something happen or he's just going to lose. And it is a Nidus. All right. So this is a response every Protoss player should be familiar with. If you cannon rush and lock in a Zerg player into 1 or 2 bases, is the Nidus is pretty much one of the only legitimate options left to the Zerg. So Nofi, or Nofi, I'm going to go with Nofi. I'm just going to throw up a Nidus Worm here. And Snicks needs to have stuff to deal with it. He needs to have pylons in places to observe where the Nidus Worm is going to pop up. He needs to have workers and stalkers and possibly photon overcharged pylons ready to go. Because he can't kill the Nidus network while it's morphing in. Only once it's popped. So he has this very small window wherein he can kill that thing and hope not too many Lings pop out of that thing. Because there's a lot of Lings in that thing, you guys. That is a full page and then some. Actually, only 2 rows. All right, here we go. Nidus Network popping on in. And Snicks. Oh, Snicks. I cannot see this ending any way other than poorly. There's an Oracle in the way for Snicks. There's the Nidus Worm eruption, and here come the Speedlings. Glowing blue. Immediate evacuation of probes to the one cannon that's on this side of the map. Getting right on in. Oh, there are no pylons protecting the natural mineral line. Snicks did not account for this at all. All right, Oracle, can you murder all of these lings? Ready, set, go. All of them. Go, 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 go. The lings aren't running away, which is a problem for Nofi. There we go. Sort of getting out, but man, that's 8 kills. Do you retreat? No, Oracle, come back. Murder more before your energy runs out. No, your energy's running out. Oh no, it's back. Did it run out? It might have run out. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's just more unloading and loading. All right, that's fine. Dude, you needed a pylon so bad inside your main base for the photon overcharges. Oracle's back. Oh, it's another Nidus Worm erupting at this third base location of Snicks. And lings are pretty much just everywhere. Oh, dude, that cannon's not in position. Oh, Snicks. Photon overcharge needs to be a thing. Pylons need to be in better position. Lings just bouncing back and forth between these Nidus networks, Nidus Worms. And pylon's up, but it's already dead. Mothership Core doesn't have enough energy to pop it up anyway. The over-rustle, as Jordan calls it from Gauntlet. Another Oracle joins the party. Maybe you can hold on here, Snicks. This is weird. This is really weird. Snicks actually is kind of stabilized. He's up 56 to 35 harvesters. Nofi's stuck on 2 bases. Resources lost here. Definitely favoring Snicks. Oh, what's he popping out now? Oh, he's trying to get up a bunch of spine crawlers. Oracles, go! Oracles, engage. Oh, they're trying to kill this roach. Buying some time for these buildings to come up. Oracles, go! Do it! Oh, you're out of energies. You can't do the thing. Spore crawlers, 3 spore crawlers up for Nofi. And another spore crawler there. This is amazing. Queen's joining the party. Drones are here too. Nofi's desperate. He knows he needs to win this thing. And he knows it's going to be hard. Oracles need to be part of this, but there's 4 spores and more spines joining the party all the time here. At the front, spine crawlers coming up at Snicks' third base. These cannons in no position to stop it at all. Basically trying to mass Oracle this. Oh, with a Void Ray too. Is Snicks, but this is just going downhill real fast for the Protoss player. There's a lot of static defense here for Nofi. And it's weird because usually static defense implies it's defensive, but this is really offensive static defense. Creep Tumor here too, assisting with this push. Cannon. Alright, gets rid of one of the spores, maybe. Void Ray trying to kill a spine and gets it. Might get this spore too. Void Ray, never mind, dies. A little bit too careless. Third base is toast for Snicks. That's a problem, but he does have his natural and he does have his main. He's got 64 workers though, and it's really no army. He's trying to win this thing with cannons and oracles, and Void Rays, but that has so many queens. And that's it. Snicks is out. Snicks is defeated, and Nofi was victorious. Once again, trying to cannon. Did he try to expand again? Snicks, man. Make some stuff, dude. Make some zealots, make some stalkers. Some adepts would have been okay. Maybe another Stargate to double pump these oracles. Massive Oracle, I think, might have been great in the situation, but didn't do it. And Nofi with a desperate... I'm not even kidding. That was a desperate push, you guys. He was on 2 bases to 3 bases for the Protoss. He had to do something, and he made it work. Great job. Great job by Nofi. All right. More cheese coming from Falcon Paladin in just a second. It's another diamond level cheese. This time between New and the Dread Pirate Roberts on Ascension to Ire, the latter edition. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Terran player. It is New. Or GNU. Depending on who you are, I suppose. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is the Blue Terran player, Dread Pirate Roberts. Good name. Good name there. TVT action. TVT cheese is always fun cheese. I always enjoy it. Very cheesy matchup I have found in my times casting cheese. Quick plug For the podcast, the Falcon Paladin Hour, with me and my Australian friend Wade. You can find a link to it in the description. New post is up. New pod is up and ready to go. We talk a lot about interesting things this time around. A lot about BlizzCon matchups, the groups. Oh, the group stages for BlizzCon are going to be insane for the StarCraft. Check out our talk about that. It's at the very beginning. We talk about some movies, talk about Atomic Blonde, talk about The Mountain Between Us, Blade Runner, talk about the concept of eternal life. That's interesting. But that's what we do. We talk video games, TV shows, books, movies, scientific concepts, current scientific breakthroughs. If you're interested in that stuff, and I think you are, you should check it out. Free podcast once a week. It's an hour-ish. Listen to it while you cook, while you commute. That's usually when people listen to these things. And, it's a good time. It's definitely a good time. Actually, both players are going double gas, and both players are one base in it. So it looks like something we see a lot in TVT is Cyclone play early up. And they're pretty gas heavy, so getting that gas early is necessary. You really can't expand with it. But there's the Proxy Factory from Pirate Roberts. Here in a place that New will never, ever expand. Is he going to try to lift it up and get it inside the main? That'd be awesome. I love it when Terran players do this. They take advantage of the fact... What the double proxy? They take advantage of the fact their buildings can fly. And check this out. Proxy Factory from New, too. Not in a place where we can necessarily lift it up into Pirate Robert's main, but on the Pirates side of the map nonetheless. So I like it. I like this very much. Who's going to be the winner of a double cheese between these two players? Nobody's scouting either, mind you. Let's just make sure that's the case. Yeah.
Upgrade complete.
Nobody's scouting. All right, he's doing it. He's lifting the factory, and this is not visible. This area right here. Not visible by New. Isn't that... What's the name of the Steve Carell character on Despicable Me? Is it New? Oh, it's Gru. Never mind. That one's Gru. I do know my pop culture references after all. Gru? Because that's what Dr. Nefarious always says. Gru, it's 3 days to deadline. Can't do him very well. I told you, accents. They're a struggle. I try. I enjoy them. Just don't think I'm particularly that great at them. All right, double fac coming out of this factory from New. He's getting them out first because Pirate Roberts had to lift and float his factory up here. And by golly, still not scouted. Still not scouted at all. And they're... Oh, Widow Mines from Dead Pirate Roberts. Alrighty then. Proxy Factory Widow Mines inside your opponent's base from Pirate Roberts. Highly enjoyable. I have to say that much about it. Let's just admire this factory and wait for the Widow Mines. Here they are. What you gonna do, Widow Mines? What you gonna do? Doop, 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 doop. SCV. No, he says. No probes. Trying to... Oh, don't surround. No! No! What? Only one kill on that Widow Mine? Oh, that's right. Widow Mines don't insta-kill SCVs. I forgot about that. So these are all severely injured SCVs, but they're not dead, for which they are grateful. Yeah, drones and probes die, SCVs don't. Alrighty then. What's the follow-up here? I guess it's going to be Cyclones. It's going to be Cyclones here. All right, Cyclones, finish them off. Finish off these SCVs. Meanwhile, Cyclones on the other side, trying to come up this ramp. There are a million Marines here for Dread Pirate Roberts. For this stage of the game, to have 10 is pretty good. Yeah, Cyclone trying to decide what to kill. I guess I'll murder an SCV or two, or 3 or 4, or all of the SCVs, I suppose. Yeah, that tech lab's a little bit scary. Oh, and New with a good game. Taps out. Cyclones in his main decides it's over. I mean, the Cyclones get in this mineral line at the natural base, and it is dead. Look at all these SCVs with very, very, very tiny low health. One shot from a Cyclone, I think, will kill them, right? 1 shot, 3 damage? No, 2 shots, actually, from a Cyclone will kill them, but they shoot so quickly, it's pretty much instantaneous. All right. Dread Pirate Roberts is the winner of your cheese versus cheese game today from the TVT realms. And it was a good one. The Widow Mines, man, the weakening was amazing. And his defense back home with the Marines on the top of the ramp against this push from New was beautiful, too. So good job, Pirate Roberts, knowing what to do. He gets the win. And that's it for this one. We'll come back with more cheese in just a second. It's another TVT, this time between Rubber Toe and Ragnarok on Mech Depot, the latter edition. In the top right-hand corner of the map, it is the Red Terran player Ragnarok, which reminds me of Thor Ragnarok, which is coming out early November, which is coming very, very soon. And I promise I am not advertising Thor Ragnarok because I'm getting paid off, but if Marvel wants to pay me to advertise their movies, I'll do it. And the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the Blue Terran player Rubber Toe. Possibly Rex Ryan? I'll let you Google that. I'll let you Google Rex Ryan and feet. You can figure it out from there. Alrighty then. So TVT action, red versus blue here on Mech Depot. You know what? Let's slip that around. There you go. Flipping up top because the red's up top and the blue's down below. And that's it. That's it. What else is going on in falconpaladin's life? Oh, I had somebody come door to door today trying to sell me a $250 box of steaks. Now, my neighborhood is nice, right? It's a nice neighborhood, but I didn't think it was impulse purchase $250 worth of meat impulse rich, right? Like, how rich do you have to be to just drop 250 bucks on food to someone who's coming door to door selling stuff? And I mean, it looked like good steak, and it was a pretty good deal if I wanted to buy that much food, but I didn't. I would have bought like 4 or 5 off him, but he wanted to sell me like 30. And I was like, no, sorry, man. Can't do it. And he pulled all the sales tricks. He's like, oh, I got to get rid of this. I'm desperate to sell. And I really could use a hand here today, and I really need this, yada, yada, yada. And I don't know. I feel for those guys. Being door-to-door salesman is rough. It is not an easy life. I hate selling. I'm pretty good at selling. I have experience with it, but I don't like it, I guess, is how I can explain my experience. And I can understand those people who do it for a living, and it makes me want to help them out, but not to the tune of 250 bucks. Let's just say that. All right, Proxy Fac from Ragnarok. He also has a lot of Marines building back home. This looks very similar to what we saw from Pirate Roberts in the last game. We'll see if it's a similar build or not. Wow, Rubber Toe has got a great wall of supply depots at the front of his natural base. What is this all about? Why? Why the mass supply depot? Also, I knew this, but I forgot about the little doors at the back of the supply depots. What are they? I guess supply comes out of there, right? That's the exit for supply. Or perhaps raw materials go in there and supply comes out somewhere else. Maybe out the front? Looks like that's possible. There's probably some lore behind this. I just don't know what it is. Yeah, Proxy Factory from Ragnarok heading on up into the main base of Rubber Toe. Hey, Terran players, if you're playing a TVT, maybe look for this. It seems like a pretty strong thing that can straight up kill you. Marines patrolling, looking for a Reaper to come and kill them, but no Reaper at all out of Rubber Toe. But, you know, better safe than sorry. Having the Marines is nice. And what do we get? Cyclone. Immediate Cyclone. Does Rubber Toe have anything right now? No. Dude, come on. You got 16 SCVs and making a missile turret. That's your concern. Is a Banshee or something coming at your front door. Ah, this is not going to go well for you, my friend. Not at all. All right, Cyclone, go. You got this one with some decent micro and not getting surrounded by these SCVs. You got it. But I can understand you'd want to wait for your friend. Waiting for 2. Better safe than sorry, playing it very conservatively, but that does allow Rubber Toe to actually make some units. Oh, is he going Mass Reaper? Holy smokes, he is going Reaper. That is not good for him, though. Just based on HP alone and fire speed, Cyclones are just fine against Reapers. They don't do extra damage versus them, but yeah. Here we go. Cyclone's taking out this reactor, and that's going to actually get rid of one of the Reapers that we're going to pop here. Oh, can he win the race? And it is only 2 Reapers pop instead of 4. I don't know how much it mattered, because those Reapers got absolutely massacred. Absolutely massacred. Ragnarok has this thing. That's it. There's no coming back for Rubber Toe. He's not even making anything. He's rethinking his life decisions and what brought me here, and that's it. Rubber Toe is defeated, and Ragnarok is victorious. He wants to stick around and kill stuff for a second, and then he's out too. Yeah, man, this proxy stuff, real scary. Yeah, if you're a Terran, again, make note. Pay attention to these corners of your main base. More cheese on the way. Maybe one, maybe two. We'll see what the mood I'm in just a second. And it's a Protoss versus Terran. Almost wrapping up the cheese compilation. And it's going to be on Ascended to Ire, the latter edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss player. His name is Purple Drink. And in the top left-hand corner of the map is the blue Terran player, Promethium. Represented by, hello, yes, this is Dog. Who else had this? It's a Winter fan, Winter who goes random on stream. Had some view-botting accusations and perhaps punishments on Twitch a while ago. Inflated those numbers, but it might have worked for him. He's got a lot of fans, Winter does. And do the ends justify the means? That's your philosophy question for the day. Anyway, Promethium versus Purple Drink. And what do we got? That probe's looking sneaky. That probe is going Forge first. That probe is cannon rushing. Have we seen a cannon rush on a Terran in a while? We've seen it on Zerg quite a bit, especially in this compilation. Oh, more double cheese, you guys. Another proxy barracks. Promethium doing it down here in the south. I guess it's going to be a Reaper. Can't imagine it's going to be anything else. Double gas here. Oh, could be barracks into factory into something from Promethium. But these cannons are going to be here before long, and his production facilities are elsewhere. I think Promethium's in a lot of trouble, y'all. I feel like he's in a heap of trouble. Yeah, good job. Set up some establishing cannons first. I don't think they need to be this far back. I'm pretty sure your effective visual range. That one's right on the edge. Okay, all right. Maybe set them up here. Cannons here. Yeah, he's doing all right. I'm not going to criticize Purple Drink at this point. He's doing okay. Doing just fine. And it is indeed. There's that factory, and there's a barracks with a reactor coming in. So some Marines are going to be part of this here too. And again, the fact that nobody's scouting anything is what makes this possible, you guys. If you don't want to die to cheese, and who wants to die to cheese? Do some scouting, y'all. And your first cannon showing up. Reaction time from Promethium. Let's see what it is. There it is! Oh, the SCVs! But no, the cannons are already up. The cannons are already up. Oh, no. He has to abandon this base. I mean, mine for a couple more minutes, maybe. But then if I was him, just pick up and move. Your production facilities are already somewhere else anyway. You'll lose some mining time, but it's better than losing your entire command center. And he's really focused on getting these Cyclones out back home. And in a base race, I actually think Promethium wins this. Oh, Purple Drink. Oh, Purple Drink, you're doing this well. Maybe over... too many cannons here, I think. He needs to spread them out a little bit more. There we go. Command center under fire. Promethium keeping cool, man. He knows he doesn't have to lift yet. He can keep mining. He needs all the resources he can to make this thing work. Down here on the other side of the world, and there's a cannon up defensively for Purple Drink, so at least there's that. But there's been no response from the Terran, dude. Obviously, he's got proxy things. Yep, Cyclone's getting rid of your gateway. It's going to buy some time for Purple Drink to get up maybe another cannon. Yep, trying to get more cannons. Maybe going to try to pull on those Cyclones. Yeah, good micro, though. And I don't know, Promethium's got to lift at some point. He really does, but these Cyclones in the hands of a skilled Terran player are going to be pretty scary. Look at the wings. Is that that's got to be a war chest kind of a thing. Yeah, that's all that's left here for Purple Drink is these probes, and they are just getting absolutely massacred. Okay, that's it. I think that's your game. Sure, these cannons are doing stuff, but Promethium's just going to pick up and lift off and go to his natural base, and he's fine. He's fine. Don't worry about him. Forge is gone. No more cannons. Not that Promethium has the ability to necessarily... Oh, he does, actually. He did have enough money to make one more cannon. No, two more cannons, anyway. Yep. Probe's not even really bothering to fleet. Oh, Purple Drink with the rage quit. Promethium victorious. And Proxy Cyclone beats Cannon Rush. Write that one down. All right, the final cheese of the compilation is coming up in just a second. The final game of Cheese Compilation number 22 will be a 2v2 here on Traitor's Exile. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is Team Captain America, represented by Demon Slayer and his teammate, Wily. So I did forget to mention, it's a P and a T. Protoss and Terran, Wily being the Terran, and Demon Slayer being the Protoss. In the top left-hand corner of the map, it is Team Joker, the purple Zerg player, Beelzebub from SGX2. And the tealish, light blue Terran player, Mini Titan. He's got this is Dog 2. Do all Disciples of Winter have the spinning logo? Sure seems like it. What is the inside joke I'm missing here? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the whole joke. Do you think about that? Maybe. Maybe you did. All right, so I like this. We got a Terran and a Protoss versus a Zerg and a Terran. Who's going to be our cheeser? Who's going to be the cheeser today? This is a fairly high level 2v2. I believe it's at least Diamond. If not, a little bit higher. Team games, it's hard. It is hard to know the level of everybody in a team game. We've seen team games on the channel where 3 of the 4 players are great. And then the 4th one's like sniffing glue off in the corner because that person did not really contribute, as it turns out. All right, so nobody's cannon rushing, nobody's proxy hatching. This probe's trying to kill an SCV building this barracks, but won't do it. Scared the SCV enough that another SCV came down to try to finish it off. Actually going to fight the probe, and the barracks isn't going to finish. Dude, Mini Titan, get back on that. And there we go. Back on it, going to finish the barracks. Little bit late, not a huge deal. Marine production and a Reaper coming in from Wily. Like Wile E. Coyote, I assume. Have you watched Looney Tunes, you guys? You know what I'm talking about? Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner is one of the features from the Looney Tunes. Wile E. Coyote just wants a meal, man. I understand that the Roadrunner has basic logic capabilities and is probably more intelligent than your average bird in a lot of ways. But man, Wile E. Coyote's just starving to death out in the desert, yo. He just wants to eat. And you know what? That's the law of survival, though. If you're not fast enough to catch the Roadrunner, maybe I shouldn't feel sorry for you. Maybe natural selection has not chosen you, and death is your fate. You've given me a new perspective on Wile E. Coyote, you guys. Thanks for listening. All right, who's going to cheese? I don't understand. I guess it is a one-baser for Mini Titan. Reaper showing up, and there is absolutely nothing for Mini Titan to stop this. SCVs almost get the surround. Oh, they almost got the surround, but no. SCVs trying to get to that corner. Juked. Oh, the Reaper. This Reaper knows what he's doing, man. Don't get surrounded. There are some Marines out now. The Marines need to assist, and that should be enough. Well, it doesn't kill him anyway. This is a really good Reaper pilot. Oh, except for the part where he walks right into those Marines. And stops and gets killed. Stopping is usually death for Reapers. Have you noticed this? Reapers that move around die less often. All right, so Team Joker looks like we're going for Marines and Cyclones off of a 1-base attack. It is 2-base for the Zerg, and I think a tech of choice is going to be, as far as I can tell, Zerglings. That's as far as I could tell. No other teching. Going for a 3rd hatch here too. Cyclones, Marines. And Demon Slayer taking his natural base right about now. Yeah, Wily going for a 1-base attack here too. Could be pretty intense. Overlord trying to scout stuff does, in fact, scout the natural base from Demon Slayer, but Beelzebub does manage to escape with his Overlord, which is good. And here comes a push for Mini Titan. About 4 minutes, Cyclone Marine push with some Zergling support. Speed is not even close to being finished here. I wish his Zerg teammate was with him on this, but I don't know. This might work out here. Yeah, there's a Zealot and an Adept and a Stalker and a Photon Overcharge. So this pressure is pretty strong. Don't walk into the Photon Overcharge. Kill everything else. Zealot dead. That's wonderful. Stalkers just really can't hold up against Marine Cyclone. It is a bad look for them. Mothership Core, probably fairly safe, although again it's Marines. And here are the Lings. Here are the Lings for Beelzebub. Getting more and more Zerglings. Cyclone Marine from Wily too. Same idea for these Terran players. And from the backside, the support from Demon Slayer. I think that's going to be it for this push. Cyclones are joining the party, though, from Mini Titan. And, oh, wow. Mini Titan manages to win that thing with reinforcements. Calls down a mule for the repair. Mothership core with another photon overcharge. Not hitting anything. Adepts in a situation where they don't want to be. They die. This mule needs to stop attacking and start repairing. Start repairing mule. There we go. There's the repair. Zerglings. Time to go. Now. Still not enough energy for a photon overcharge. Never mind. Some depths coming in, but this natural base of Demon Slayer is dead. Absolutely dead. Cyclone Ling. Very strong attack here from Mini Titan and Beelzebub. And the natural base is gone. Zerglings, real good against enemy Cyclones, as it turns out. The surrounding is great on those units. Again, good against Immortals too, actually. And Mini Titan needs to come up this ramp and assist. Dude, assist your brother. Assist your Zergling brother here. Go up that ramp. You can do it, I believe. Excuse me. Man, I need to drink of water after this. Turns out casting for an hour after doing an hour podcast is a lot of work. SCV's here repairing 2 for Mini Titan at the front. Mothership core gets too close, and there's a lot of Cyclones that can lock on her. Use that lock-on ability to just take her out of the sky. There's a scan by, I think that's Mini Titan's scan. I don't know. These Widow Mines are a little bit... scans of their own. Widow Mine does fire on the Lings. Friendly fire taking down one of those tanks. Big time attack here, though. Cyclones and Marines absolutely obliterating these Adepts from Demon Slayer. And now he is coming up the ramp. Mini Titan smells blood. Smells it from the general direction of his enemies. SCV's trying to good repairs. I like this. Repairing that Cyclone with 3 kills seems like a good idea. Marines do get the Mothership core. A little bit careless from Demon Slayer. This wall up front for Wily makes him pretty safe against Zerglings. And yeah, Immortal gone. Yeah, one of the Immortals took a Cyclone with it, but he's toast now. Trying to warp in. Adepts dying before they get here. And that's going to be it. I really don't see Team Captain America winning this thing. Widowmine's firing on a couple Marines, which is just fine with Team Joker. Pylon, depowers everything Demon Slayer has, with the exception of this robotics facility. Making 1 Immortal versus 3 Cyclones is just not going to be enough, as it turns out. More Marines joining the party. Some Hellions from Wily trying to help here. Coming down the backside, and high ground for Mini Titan. Hellions doing pretty well, but gets us here. More reinforcements from Mini Titan. Excellent reinforcing here from the light blue Terran player. Another photon overcharge is up, forcing Mini Titan to be patient here. Spire on the way for the Zerg player Beelzebub. Liberator from Wily. Okay. Liberator could be pretty good. Waiting for that photon overcharge to come up. Liberator up, but Marines recognize that as a threat. And they do take it down after losing a few of their numbers. Cyclones versus, got to get that Immortal, man. Got to kill that Immortal. That's a threat. There you go. Now going after Pylons. A pretty good decision, and that's going to be it. I think our Protoss player is dead. There's nothing he's got going on anymore. He's trying to build additional gateways. He's doing his best. And there is a bit of a sneak attack from the backside on these Hellions and Cyclones, but not enough. Not enough of a sneak attack, and that's going to be all she wrote. Unless Wily has a rabbit he can pull out of his hat here, and I just don't see it. The Zergling flood from Beelzebub joining the party. He's got Mutas coming in at 8 minutes too with Burrow. Well, the Beelzebub was particularly useful here. That's okay. He's got a lot of Zerglings, considering he hasn't really been bothered. The fact that he has 36 Zerglings and 5 Mutas at this point is not great. Not super good. Where is my resources? He's still 104 supply, though, which is more than anybody else. All right, maybe I should lay off Beelzebub. All right, now the push, the final boss. Attacking into Wily's base. Why are you going home? Is Wily attacking you? Ah, there is a Liberator here at the main mineral line of Mini Titan. Liberator has 4 kills, but the lock-on ability, pretty good. And enough to shove her away, if not kill her. Can't kill her. And back is Liberator, recognizing there's a cooldown on that. Oh, could have got a Marine. Never mind. Liberator knows she's dead. Get out of there, Liberator. Run, lock on. Give it. Give it. Oh, she lives. She lives with 2 hit points. until the queen sees her flying by out of the corner of her eye. Wow, are we really pulling back, you guys? I think you got this, Beelzebub and Mini Titan. I believe y'all are very capable of making this thing happen. Missile turret gone, which I guess good for the Mutas as part of Team Joker. It's Mech from Wily. He's got tanks. He's got Hellions, which, I mean, and that's it. The Mutas on the backside told him it was over. Wily's out. And Beelzebub and his teammate Mini Titan are the victors. Wait. I guess, yeah, I mean, nothing here could shoot up is the problem. He saw the Mutas, saw the writing on the wall, and decided to tap on out there. All right, well, let's wrap it up. We'll let the team do what they can here. Actually, didn't Wily leave? Must have just now left there. Okay, that's it then. That is over. Woo. Okay, so pretty fun little cheese compilation for you today. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time casting it, as I always do. Again, send me your great cheese to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. My screeners will take a look. The best ones will be chosen and cast. Ugh. All right, so as always, you can find me on Twitter and Facebook and Patreon, all at /falconpaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.